because there a lot of teachers have the kind of concern that there, on the market you have Tefl, you have Tesol, Tesol. So teachers sometimes are a little bit lost. Uh,
Mm,
we can't make the difference between, which one to choose, or do
yeah.
we have to,
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, Mike. And it's kind of the waters are a bit muddied because nowadays a TEFL certificate and a TESOL certificate, they're kind of the same thing. And if you have a TEFL certificate or a TESOL certificate, it gives you the same power, the same job hunting power.
all
Let's
right.
say you have a TEFL certificate, your certificate says TEFL or your certificate says TESOL. They're both okay. You can use both in order to look for a job, and schools can hire both. And you'll be able to get a visa using both. So it's okay. What actually happens? So what is the difference? So the difference is kind of like Eurocentric and US centric. So in Europe, we kind of went with the words TEFL, to teaching English as a foreign language. And in America, they kind of went with TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. And in the old days, TEFL was more kind of where it's Eurocentric and also mainly for all ages, whereas TESOL was US centric and also maybe geared up for adult learners. So 20 years ago, if you taught business English or you taught at university or high school, maybe you wanted a TESOL certificate. Or if you worked in a kindergarten or primary or in the language center around Europe or whatever, you wanted a
Yeah.
TEFL certificate. Now, those lines are totally blurred. So it doesn't matter. You can have a TEFL or a TESOL. You can teach any ages with that and go anywhere in the world with that certificate. My course is a TESOL certificate. It's accredited by ACDEC, which is the world's oldest accreditation bodies for language learning distance courses. There's no older.
Yeah.
Very well established. And the name of our course is the Higher Certificate of TESOL, which is a level 4 qualification. And we'll go in shortly into what that means and why it's important to you, those different levels.
Great. So today, mainly the question is, what makes a good TEFL course? And so it's very important to choose, right? On the market, it's very difficult to choose, actually, because you have so many choices. You don't really know what to choose, who to believe, if we can say that, maybe.
Yeah, so there's so many choices out there. There's literally hundreds of different companies that will offer TEFL or TESOL qualifications, and they've all got these beautiful Instagram posts and these lovely pictures about traveling the world. And on the outside, they look the same, and you might just go for the cheapest one, but actually, that's a huge, huge mistake that you'll come to regret. So it's important that you scratch the surface and look underneath. You look under the hood or under the bonnet of what's in the engine, because what is in the course, the content in there, the tutor support, the accreditation, the different modules and offer, the order that the modules are in, the support that you get after, everything all connects, and you need to know what you need to look before you leap when it comes to choosing a good TEFL course. So my name's Stuart Allen. I've been a language teacher for 21 years. Lots of people who have been following TEFL Lemon will know me, but lots of people in this webinar won't know me very well. So I've been teaching for over 20 years. I've been teaching in China and also in the UK. I've taught all kinds of levels, and also I specialize in making language learning materials and developing courses. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I had the idea of making my own Tesol course because I was very unsatisfied with the selection that was out there, and I just thought I could do better, basically. So in this webinar, what I'm going to be looking at is what should be in a Tesol course or a Tefl course. Like I said, that the kind of content that you should look and make sure before you start, make sure you understand what you're going to be learning. It's so important. You might sign up, you might see this flashy advert, put in your name, sign up, and you have no clue what you're going to be learning. So slow down, do your due diligence, make sure that you understand the content of the course and how long it's going to take you to complete. The second thing we're going to be looking at is accreditation. What is accreditation? Why is accreditation important? What do accreditation bodies do? How they help the learner, how they help the creator of the course. And so we're looking at accreditation, the importance of feedback, what feedback will do for you as a learner, the kind of support that is offered or should be offered and often isn't, how you are assessed, how assessment is will form your learning and to help to motivate you and to help you continue on with your learning. And basically, is it valid? Are you actually tested on what you've learned, and how will that improve you as a learner? The aftercare, how you're looked after at the end of the course. Are you just forgotten, or is there support systems available for you, and also things to look out for and avoid? And obviously at the end we're going to give away the course. So that's the rundown about what we're doing. So do you want to go and head into the course content? Yeah, thanks, Mike.
All good.
Cool. So importantly, you might have seen like 20-hour courses, weekend courses, 40-hour courses, 60-hour courses.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
there's always a number that kind of scare people sometimes,
Yeah, it's like avoid them.
Yeah,
that is it. Don't do them. It's a waste of your time, because these courses, they're set up as money spinners for the people that are making that course. The minimum international standard to get a job is 120 hours. 120 hours, that is the minimum that schools and governments around the world will look for to give you a job or to give you a visa. If your course is lower than 120 hours, it's not going to be accepted. So you've handed over your money for no reason. Okay. So avoid 20-hour courses, 40-hour courses, 60-hour courses, 100-hour courses. That's super, super important. Although, you might finish quickly. You might get your certificate. Hey, I did this in a day. Yay. No, don't do that. Don't waste your money. So don't do that. That's the most important thing. So why do more than 120 hours? So the course that Tefl 11 offers is 180. Why do that? Why would you be mad and do that? 120 hours is the minimum. Is the minimum standard. Okay. If you do a course that's more than 120 hours, 150 hours, 180 hours, you may even see a 250-hour very high-level diplomas. These are better because you will learn more. You will learn maybe the same topics, but in greater detail, in better detail. And also it demonstrates to schools that you care. You care about your own development. You care about doing a good job. You care about exactly Malik. I'm going to come on to that as well. I'm going to come on to that. Like,
that's what I just put the comment. I just saw that comment. It's so true. This is a be careful.